What are common things you've never done? Skied or snowboarded. Have the dream where I'm flying. I have never been stung by a bee or a wasp. Been ice skating. I wanna try. Just never have gotten a chance. 2 days ago. I would have said fly. But a helicopter ride to the hospital fixed that. I've never had, as my parents put it, a real job, that is, one where you turn up at a certain time at a certain place. You work for a certain number of hours for someone who is recognizably your boss. And then you get a paycheck at the end of it. I've done temp work on occasion, but never for long enough to learn how the whole office politics thing is supposed to work. I started freelancing straight out of university. And I just never stopped. God forbid I ever do need to get a more stable job. Because my CV is fucked. Never had chicken pox. Gone to a concert. I didn't go to prom. Been in a serious relationship with someone. Never had a cavity. 49 years. Ask someone out. Broken a bone. Whistle for more than like a second. Edit. Thank you everybody for making this my most upvoted comment. I love all of you less than 3. Never sworn in front of my parents. Never had a one-night stand. I've always been in relationships and never had that experience. At 38 years old I've never bought a TV. Had the one my parents bought me when I was kid. And then I won one at the Christmas party at my high school job, so I had those two until I was in my late 20s. And in the last decade I've received 2 hand-me-downs from friends who were upgrading. I never have the most up-to-date one, but that's not something I care about. I have one that works well. I've never been trick-or-treating. Join a sport and stay in it. I have never been on a date. And I'm in my early 20s. I've never ridden a bike. Sex. I've never had poison ivy. I think I may be immune to it. My grandfather knew he was immune and used to chew on and rub it all over his face to show off. Can't swim. Never been in a porta potty either. Edit. Thank you for the award. Kind stranger. Learned how to swim. I was in lessons when I was around 3 or 4 years old. I can still remember seeing my dad in the pool. He had blue swim trunks on. I didn't want to go in. I was hanging onto my mom's legs. The lifeguard took me and tossed me into the pool. This was the 80s. I never went back. Still don't know how to swim. Dated in high school. Nobody was really interested. I suppose. And I had better things to do. Edit. My goodness. This blew up. It's nice to know I'm not alone in this. Thank you kind strangers for the awards. And I hope 2021 treats us all well. Make a Twitter, Instagram or Facebook account. As a North American white woman I've never had a pumpkin spiced latte. Tried mustard. I don't trust it. Edit. To satisfy everyone's curiosity about the distrust. 1. Bright yellow. Suspicious 2. Vinegar is like first or second ingredient. Don't take me for a fool. Gotten a tattoo. Eaten food from Taco Bell. Watched Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones. Drank a cup of coffee. Edit. I also just realized I don't like any warm drinks. I'd much rather have cold water anytime. I always carry some with me. Die. Been to Disney. Mowed a lawn. Got my ears pierced. Had a threesome. Had children. Drugs. Been in a relationship. This thread is really bothering me. There's a ton of things in here that are massively shocking that people haven't done. Good thread op. Eaten a pear. Lose my virginity because gamers never loses. I've never taken a train. By myself. I wouldn't even know how without looking it up. Never went rock climbing, bouldering. Also I never ordered wine in a restaurant before. I did drink wine with Coke at a party though. Cartwheels. Had an eye doctor appointment. Imagine having to pay to see? Instead I just have asthma so I pay to breathe. Never gotten high, mellow on weed. I have tried it. Many times 40 times. But never got high, only badly fucked or paranoid. So yeah, I'm decided me and weed don't agree. I never finish shit. I've never went hunting. Broken a bone. Married for 5 years. No ex-girlfriends. I've never eaten an orange because the smell made my sensory processing disorder go crazy, and here I am at almost 20, never having had an orange. Seen Hamilton. There's a host of classic horror movies I've never seen, but the most well-known would be any of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. My parents forbade me from watching such movies growing up for religious reasons. Every Halloween I say, hey, this is the year I finally sit down and watch that stupid Elm Street movie. And I've still not seen it because nobody ever wants to watch it, seen a few others at least. This year I watched Psycho for the very first time. I'm sure I'll get to the others eventually. I've never watched any of the Back to the Future movies. I've had people get legit upset when they found out. I kinda like having not seen it. Watch Game of Thrones. It's on my list of things to do. It's a pretty good conversation starter. As anytime I've ever mentioned this, people are like, what? How? Never dated someone. Never used Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. I've never eaten a burrito or a kebab. Watch Star Wars.